Live.
Okay.
Oh, it's live.
Perfect. Okay. Again, my name is Liz Whitaker. I'm an independent consultant, executive national regional vice president with Arbonne. I always tell myself I'm a national vice president, but anyway, I am so glad that you're here. And honestly, I know a lot of you. Some of you I don't know. I'm very happy that you're here. Thank you for coming because this is going to be an amazing night. I'm going to talk about Arbonne right now and just tell you the opportunity and tell you about the products. And then later on, we're going to have a training recognition of our teams. So I'm going to let you know how I got involved with Arbonne. I was invited to an Arbonne party. I didn't even know it was Arbonne. A young girl at my church invited me to come, and she asked me, Mrs. Whitaker, will you please come support me? I'm like, oh my goodness, I will definitely support you. I couldn't wait to go to this party. I really was excited because she has a lot of kids, and I love kids. So I went. And when I got there, they started talking about these products. Arbonne is a 35-year-old company. It's health and wellness. All the products are pure, safe, and beneficial. They have no parabens. They have no phthalates. They have no mineral oil. They have no harmful chemicals. Nothing is toxic. There's no carcinogens. Honestly, I was so excited because I knew that everything that I used was bad for me. My husband got very sick a few years ago, and when that happened, we changed our whole lives with eating. But my very close friend said to me, who was a chiropractor, said, Liz, you are just counterproductive because you're eating great, but guess what? All your makeup, your shampoo, your deodorant, your toothpaste, all your lotions, all your creams, they're toxic and they're cancer causing and they're all bad for you. When you put something on your skin, it takes 26 seconds for your body to absorb it. And honestly, I said to him, shut up. No, I did. I said, oh my goodness, we can't eat sugar. We can't eat white flour. Everything's organic. And now I can't wear makeup. It's never going to happen. I'm just going to die. No, really, I was really upset. And he was like, Liz, I'm just telling you. I said, I really don't want to know any of this. But you know, when he told me that, like once you have knowledge, it's very hard to get it out of your head. So even though I kept using my products, I did think, what is in this stuff? Is it real? Does my body really absorb it? Am I really causing cancer to myself? So, you know, so I really had no alternative. There was nothing that I could use. And I know this sounds funny to most people, but honestly, being a woman, I could not live without these products. I really couldn't live without makeup. I can't live without shampoo. I cannot live without deodorant. I cannot live without toothpaste. So for me, this was like, he kept telling me like, make my own stuff, or I'm like, oh my God, the thought of making my own, I can't even conceive of that. I mean, I don't even want to cook, let alone make my own skincare products. I really don't. So I really, you know, when I went to this party, this presentation, this, whatever you want to call it, they started talking about these products. I literally was jumping out of my seat. I'm like, oh my goodness, like there's products out there that are pure, safe, beneficial. They have no mineral oil, which comes from gasoline, which is really something that all cosmetics has. A lot of your skincare products, a lot of your lotions, they get the crude oil and they separate the gasoline out of it. What's left over is a white, clear liquid, really sludge. And that is mineral oil, and the gasoline companies cannot dispose of it environmentally because it costs a lot of money. So what do? That's genius. To them it is, they get cosmetic companies to buy it very cheap, and the cosmetic companies use it as fillers in all their products. And then we get to put it on our skin. Isn't that lovely? And there's no regulations against this. It's not, you know, the FDA doesn't really, you know, they can do it. Even though it's toxic, it seals your skin, it suffocates your skin. Did you ever see the oil spills? You know, you see those poor animals, everybody's so upset because the animals are dying. They have that black crude oil on them. It's not the black that kills them. It's the white, clear, liquid oil. And that's mineral oil. And that's why it suffocates their skin and they can't breathe. I grew up in North Jersey. I've never seen a tick in my life. When I moved to Sayreville, my son got a tick on him and I literally freaked out. My neighbor says, oh, just put a little Vaseline on it. Why? Because it suffocates the Vaseline. It suffocates the tick. And you know, the tick does back out because it can't breathe. And that's what it does to your skin. So when I heard that these products don't have any of these things that I knew were bad for me, I was literally, I kept interrupting Debbie Neal. I didn't even know who she was. And I kept saying, she kept saying, I'm not done. I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And honestly, I was really excited. I just wanted to buy. I thought, oh, I got my credit card. I'm going to buy the shampoo. I'm going to buy the deodorant. I'm going to buy the makeup. I mean, I really was excited. But I didn't know that I was there for a different reason, because Debbie Neal started talking about the business. Honestly, I was not looking for a business. Me and my husband in business for 28 years. And I thought, oh, I just kept thinking about the product. I just want to buy. I was really excited. I couldn't wait to buy the stuff. And another thing too, which I was amazed by, everybody that was there that did Arbonne, their skin looked amazing. I'm thinking, and this stuff works. Oh, that was even better. So when Debbie started getting together and she started talking about the business, I listened. I was very polite, but she said something. And when she said something, she stopped me totally in my tracks. She said that she retired her husband doing this business, who made 6 figures on Wall Street. And honestly, when I heard that, it was game. It was just, I was in a whole different place. I thought to myself, you retired your husband doing this? And he made 6 figures on Wall Street? She had my total attention. Matter of fact, she doesn't know this, but I didn't know she was a rock star. I didn't. They were videotaping her that night. Somebody had the phone, and I thought, oh, wow. The video, I didn't really know why. I thought maybe she wanted to see herself, to see how she was doing. I really did. I thought maybe she's like new, or she's going to see how she's doing. So they videotaped her, but when they videotaped her, you see me because I'm right. Yeah, I heard that's the first time I heard the opportunity, and you could see me, and I'm literally with my mouth is really open, like I am, like she's standing here, and I'm like right there, like 2 seats down, and I happen to be in no coincidence, but I happen to be in the videotape, and somebody sent it to me. I'm thankful for that, because that's the first time that I ever heard that I could retire my husband, which I never ever dreamed I could do that. And it's changed, this whole business has changed my life, and I happen to have it on videotape the first time I heard it. So to me, that's like a hallelujah. That is so special to me, because that was a life-changing, there's moments in your life that changes your life. You meet the love of your life. You remember that day. You remember the day you have your children. You remember that day. You remember the day you get married. It's special. Well, honestly, not that Arbonne, I know it sounds funny, but that day that I heard that opportunity changed my life. It really did. So that's a very special day. It's February 20th, 2019.
Oh, it's like 19.
2014. So, that was like a very special day to me. So Debbie started talking about, she had my attention now. She retired her husband. I'm listening. She started talking about what network marketing is. And I'm going to really simplify it for you, because it is the fastest growing business model in America today, but it's the most misunderstood. It really is, and it's really genius. It's the only business that you could be in that you make money and you help your family and friends and their family and friends make money too. Honestly, when you go to a job, nobody there wants you to make money but themselves. I'm sorry. When you go to a job and there's one promotion, even though you have friends at your coworkers, you don't want them to get the promotion. You want to get the promotion. That's just the way it works. You're fighting against each other. But in this business, you help each other succeed. It's brilliant. I love that, because I love helping people, and I could help my family and friends succeed, and they succeed, I succeed. That's wonderful. It's just word of mouth advertising. We do it all the time. Even the men do it. They like something they really like the UFC something, or they talk about, oh, you're gonna watch this, you're gonna do this, blah, blah. We do it all the time. Women do it constantly. Did you go to that new restaurant? Did you try this? Did you try that? There's a restaurant, I always say this, there's a restaurant in my town that I love. It's very authentic, it's very Italian. I recommend it to everybody. I go in, they don't even say hello to me. They don't even know my name. I know them. I had parties there. No, really, I don't even get a free slice of pizza. But with this business, I recommend products that I love, that are better for me, that are healthier for me, that make me look and feel better, and I make a commission. I'm telling you right now, when you go home tonight, I guarantee you're gonna brush your teeth. I make money from that. You're gonna do it anyway. I guarantee you're gonna wash your hair, without a doubt. There's not one person in my life that I know that does not wash their hair, brush their teeth, or shower. There's not, in my whole life. I don't know, my kids at one time never wanted to, but they had to. But there is no one I know that's never done these things. So this business model is so amazing, because you're gonna use these products anyway. You're gonna use them. Why make CVS wealthy? Why make Walgreens wealthy? Why make the department stores wealthy? Make yourself wealthy. Pay your own bills. If you are looking for a business to really change your life, you found it. You're here for a reason. You really, really are. There are 4 key factors in this business that you want in a company like this. There's so many out there. You know, skinny wraps, this, that, juice. There's so many. How do you know which one to pick? I say Arbonne. I've done some other things. Nothing tastes like Arbonne, and nothing works like Arbonne. It really doesn't. And these products you need every day. There's 4 key factors. They say if you have one of these factors, you have a true recipe for real success. The first one is marketplace demand. Who is my market? Everybody you know. There is not one person that you cannot sell to. It could be a young person, it could be an old person, it could be a family, it could be someone who's white, black, Hispanic, Asian. It doesn't matter because we all have skin and we all breathe. And you need these products. So my market is everyone. Where could I go and sell to? People say, oh, how am I going to sell to? I'm like, oh my goodness, just look around you. Everybody you see is breathing and walking. And I mean, they use these products. To me, that's amazing that I have a product that I could sell to every single individual on this planet. There's a lot of people on this planet. There's a lot of people. The second thing is they're consumable. Honestly, I want to have a relationship with my customers. I don't want to have a customer once in a lifetime. I want to have a relationship. I want them to buy from me every month. Honestly, these products you use every day. And the beautiful thing is they go right down the drain. They say the average female uses 25 personal care products a day. I say this all the time. The average does. I use more. The older you get, the more you use. It's just the way it works. Sorry. It's okay. Thank God we have them. That's all I got to say. Thank God. Aloe creams, lotions. So, I just want to go through a day. You get up and take a shower. You wash your hair. You use shampoo. You use a conditioner. You use a mousse. You use a serum, a hairspray. Then you do your body. You do a wash. I love all those scrubs. Then you do a lotion. You do deodorant, toothpaste. It's 10. Then you got to do your face. I do a cleanser. I do a toner. I do a serum, eye cream, day cream. Then I do my makeup. I do a primer, which I love. I do a CC cream, which I love. I do a foundation. I do a mineral powder. I do a bronzer. All that I have on today. Their makeup make you look like you have tons of makeup on. It just does it. And then that's 20. Now after that, I got to do my eyes. I do an eyeliner. Then I do 3 eyeshadows. Then I do mascara, tons of coats. Then I have to do I love mascara. Then I have to do my lips. I do a lip liner, a lip gloss, a lipstick. 28, I'm still in the bathroom. And at nighttime, it all has to come off. I have a whole other ritual, and I do it religiously. Then I have my nutrition. I love the shakes. I love the protein. I love they have the fiber. I love the probiotics. Oh my goodness, I'm looking at Dr. Linsky because she told me to use them. They're great, and they really are. If you have a stomach issue, use them. You will not have any stomach problems. My husband has had stomach issues his whole life, not since he's been using Arbonne or Arbonne Nutrition. Not one stomach problem, not one. It's amazing. So these products you use every day, but this is the best part for me. Me and my husband have been married 28 years. I wish I could tell you we've never had any financial heartache at all. I wish I could tell you every day was wonderful and our life is amazing. No, we've had some financial times that he would say, Liz, money's not coming in. Where's the money going? I've had many conversations like that. When you have your own business, you do. And I would be like sick to my stomach. And he would say to me, okay, let's cut back here. He has never, and he will even tell you this, he has never said, Liz, do not buy shampoo, do not buy deodorant, do not buy toothpaste. Ever. He's never told me never to buy my makeup, ever. And honestly, I've never run out of it, ever. I'm in my 50s. I have never in my life run out of makeup, mascara, shampoo, deodorant, toothpaste. That is true. Toilet paper, constantly, to this day. Paper towels, I have none in my house right now. I don't know where it goes. But honestly, I don't run out of personal care products. Do you? No, if you think about it, do you ever run out of your mascara? No, never. So not only do I have something that you need and to use, that everybody can use, but I have something that whether you have good times or hard times, you're going to buy. Oh, that is beautiful. The third key factor is timing and trends. This is all the buzzwords for today. Non-GMO, gluten-free, vegan certified, kosher certified, no parabens, which are terrible preservatives. They found in breast cancer cells. They're so bad for you. No phthalates, no artificial fragrances, no artificial flavors. But guess what? We have been this way for 35 years. This is not like, oh, we're just getting on the bandwagon. This company has been like this for 35 years. That's incredible. Who knew what a vegan was 5 years ago? I didn't. I didn't even know what a paraben was 5 years ago. But 35 years ago, Peter Moore, who's the founder of this company, he knew the products we use were bad for us, mostly women. He knew that. He wanted something better. He really did. So that is, the time is now for Arbonne. Arbonne on the West Coast got this quite a while ago. The first consultant they launched from California is where these products are made. They launched their first consultant in Oklahoma. In Oklahoma, there are 2-point-something million people living there. There are 79 national vice presidents. That's the level above me. That's what Debbie Neal is at. She's an executive national vice president. She's even above that. But you come to New Jersey 35 years later, there are 8 million people living in New Jersey. There are 5 national vice presidents. I'm going to be the 6th. I am. 5, 8 million people. Don't tell me there's no market. There's a huge market. And guess what? I am not a nature girl at all. There's nothing, I don't like outside, I don't like the grass, I don't hike, I don't do any of that stuff. I don't even go on a boat. I'm sorry, I don't. I might go to the beach, I go to the gym, I go to the mall, I go home. I was looking for these products. If I was looking for them, and I'm not the kind of person that you would think, then there are many people looking, nobody wants to get sick. So I was looking for this. I know a lot of people looking for them. I have no problem selling these products at all, none. So this is the time for Arbonne. With or without you, Arbonne is here. You're going to hear about us. There's 4% brand awareness. That means 4% of the population knows about Arbonne. They predict this year 25% because we are growing. We're growing so fast because the products are in demand. Incredible. The 4th key factor, and if you haven't heard anything, this is really the gold of Arbonne, is time and leveraging. This is where all the money is made. Even though I've been in business for 28 years, I don't really have a business with my husband because we cannot duplicate him. I've tried many times. Tried to duplicate my husband so many times. I could never. He's like, I can never. It just didn't work because nobody could work like him, blah, 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 blah. But in this business, I've duplicated myself over and over again because Debbie Neal has taught me how. Where can you go and have somebody who is super successful and they want to teach you how to be successful? Just think about that. I think about that all the time. When I worked in America, like, and I was a court reporter, so nobody wanted me to be the best court reporter of the agency because everybody's trying to be the best. Like, there's nobody there that said, oh my goodness, Liz, we're going to teach you how to be #1 court reporter. No, but she wants to teach all of us how to be millionaires. That's incredible. You don't get that because this business is all about helping each other and helping people. So the time and leverage part is so simple. I work this business about 20 hours a week. Honestly, probably a little less than that, but I have the numbers figured out in my head for 20 hours, so I got to keep it that way. So I work for 20 hours a week. Everything I do right now in the beginning of my business, all is what is for me. I'm working, I'm talking to people, I'm growing myself as a person. Just like when you go to work today, you don't get paid on your coworkers' hours, you get paid on your hours, you get paid on what you do. In the beginning, that's kind of how it is. But then as you grow as a person and you become a leader and you're following the business model that works, it's already in place. You have somebody following you. Say, I have 5 people following me now. Now I'm working 120 hours a week. As I grow myself more, I have 10 people on my team. Now I'm working 220 hours a week. I'm growing even more and more, and they're growing, and I'm teaching them how to grow. Now I have 30 people under me. I'm working 620 hours a week. But this is what's so precious and beautiful. I'm still just working 20 hours a week. That is a eureka. That is a hallelujah. That's incredible. I'm not working harder. I'm working a whole lot smarter. And I know how because someone is teaching me. I tried to do this so many times. If you could know my life for 28 years, I've read so many books. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The E Factor, The E Myth. I would tell my husband, we got to duplicate you. He's like, it's impossible. It doesn't work. But it does with Arbonne. We had a party for my brother. It's a huge party. At that party, you know when things just hit you? At that party, I looked at my husband, and I looked at him with love. It wasn't that I was trying to be mean. I just wanted him to see it. I said, do you realize that I've been doing this business? At the time, it was less than a year. And tonight at this party, I am making money. And you have broken your back for 28 years and you're not making a dime tonight? He's like, Liz, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I said, that's how amazing this business model is. Amazing. So I thank you for listening to me, but I'm going to introduce Debbie Neal. She is my mentor. She's my coach. I love her because she has changed my life. I'm so grateful to her because where can you go and find someone who really wants to help you be successful? Because without her, I would never do this business. I heard her and I said, teach me how. And I was kind of bold because I am in Jersey. I said, I want to be you. She said, oh, join my team. I'm there. I joined that night. I went home and then I joined. I said, I'm talking to my husband. I was going to do it without him. I said, let me ask my husband first. Good thing I did, but he said, fine. But I'm just saying, so I wanted to do something because she's going to teach you about the levels of Arbonne. She's going to teach you how you can get involved with Arbonne. And if you're here today, and if anything in your heart got tugged, don't resist it. Just trust your instinct and choose faith over fear and do it. Thank you.
She did a great job. I really could stay in.
I know. I was going to say, no.
Hi, everybody. My name is Debbie Neal. I'm an independent consultant. I'm an executive national vice president. Just a little bit about me. I've been in Arbonne now for 9 years, and I was actually introduced to Arbonne at a backyard barbecue. And to give you a snapshot of my life at the time, I was out of corporate America for 5 years. When I did work, I was the director of training for CVS Pharmacy. I was a stay-at-home mom to my 4 amazing children. My twins were 1.5. My son was 4. My daughter was 6. My husband was the main income earner. And things on Wall Street started to change. We're having the money conversation. We're accumulating debt. Something needed to change, but we didn't really know what that was going to be. And somebody approached me and started to talk to me about Arbonne. And in the 30 seconds of what I heard, in my mind, I thought, that is so cute. You sell lipstick and hand cream. I had this vision of being on a bicycle and putting catalogs in people's mailboxes, and I felt like this was just wrong. And I felt like it was beneath me. That was the Long Island in me thinking, like, I was earning 6 figures a year, and why are you talking to me about this? Is ridiculous. But I was asked 2 questions. I don't believe you asked the 2 questions.
No,
that's okay. I just want to repeat. And they really stopped me in my tracks. So whenever I'm talking to anyone about the Arbonne opportunity, I really just want to put it out there for you to think of. 1, where will you be 5 years from now if you keep doing exactly what you're doing, especially financially? And what if something were to happen to the main source of income in your household due to layoff, cutback, injury, divorce, death? How long could you currently go on what you have saved? What's your plan B? And I stood there and I thought, the answers to those questions are kind of pathetic, and I wanted to know more. Now, what was very intriguing to me was when I heard the management levels that are involved in Arbonne, because I was not interested in hobby money. And what I love about Arbonne, there's no amount that's too small. There's no amount that's too great. When I heard no glass ceiling on income potential, it was very, very exciting for me. But what the 4 management levels are, we have district manager. Now, under each management level, it states what the average monthly income is. And I always stress the word average because we're paid on a commission on what we sell and an override on what our team sells. Well, that number obviously basically changes based on your performance and your team's performance. So this district manager, area manager level, this is the level where you can will your income. Now, from this point going forward, I realize that this was never my presentations, and if you're an area manager above in this room, you need to understand that income needs to be willed. It actually needs to be physically in your will. We lost an area manager on Sunday. She passed away at 36 years old with a 6-year-old daughter, and her income wasn't willed. Not only was she an area manager, but an area manager averages $3,000 to $5,000. One of her last commission checks was over $6,000. She promoted a direct regional vice president who will be at our area retreat. She just promoted another direct area, and now we're going back and forth with legal. She was in a coma when I was talking to our national vice president and said somebody needs to call her husband and find this out. So please, you will hear this in not all these details, but when your team promotes to area, it needs to be added into a will. So here's me on Sunday trying to find a notary or a lawyer who will, anywho, that's beside the point. So this area manager, the 3rd level up is a regional vice president level. That's referred to, this is not on my page, is it? Was, yeah, okay, it might be. The third management level is an area manager, is a regional vice president level. That's referred to in Arbonne as the white Mercedes-Benz level. And I saw that the average monthly income was $6,000 to $10,000 a month. And I saw that the national vice president average was about $30,000 a month with no glass ceiling. And a lot of people see that income and they think, how many people really make that kind of money? My question was, if that's average, that means people make more. What's the real income potential? And when I was told there was people making into the six figures on a monthly basis, it got my attention. So I heard all the information that Liz shared with you tonight, and I just want to add a couple of things in about the power of network marketing. Number one, this is the business model of the future. It is one of the most respected business models that exists today. The next wave of millionaires will not have jobs. They are building networks, and there are more millionaires right now in the world as a direct result of network marketing than any other industry to date. And I just want to give you a couple of reasons why the smartest people in the world are building networks. Number one, there is no job security in corporate America. To the average person, a JOB stands for just over broke. It is amazing to me how many people are working 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a week away from the people they love the most. And the average person is not thriving. The average person is surviving. The average person is living paycheck to paycheck. That's the reality of what is going on today. The second reason why the smartest people in the world are building networks, number one, I love when people say to me, well, I know somebody, but they make enough. I don't know, what does that mean? Enough. You know, do we equate enough with a dollar amount? Because that's not the way I equate enough. Enough to me, number one, is do you have enough time with the people that you care about the most? Because let me tell you something about time. It's something that costs the least and it's worth the most. We don't know the value of time till we run out of it. And I think that's what's really hit me. It's really sad that every time a tragedy happens, we all reflect on time. And it takes something like that. I mean, this area manager was 36 years old with a 6-year-old daughter and was perfect on Tuesday and is being laid to rest before our area manager retreat. She's all paid in full to be there. So it's a tragedy, and you just don't know. Like, you know, prepare when you don't need it, and prepare with your time. Spend your time with the people that you love the most. And also outside of time, when people say they make enough, if something were to happen to you, does your current job that you have now, will it take care of your family forever? And if the answer to that is not yes, you don't make enough. You're surviving to live day to day, because most people, if they pass away on a Wednesday, they're getting a check on a Friday. And that's really what it looks like. If something would happen, I mean, injury, we don't take that into account. So this business allows people to create multiple streams of income. It also allows your business to be willed. Okay, so I explained that at area manager. Now I'm a national vice president, executive national vice president. I do make significantly over what the average monthly income is for national vice president. I am a top income earner, and I have been for the last 5 years. If something were to happen to me, God forbid, my business is willed not only to my family for the rest of their lives, but when they are no longer on this earth, they can will my business down. Like, if people really understood the power of residual income, they would walk through a brick wall to create it. So what I want to really leave you with now is how to get involved with Arbonne, because I really think Liz covered everything, which is so awesome for me. We say there's 3 ways to get involved with Arbonne, but really there's 2 ways to purchase products. And then there was the way in which you were invited here tonight, and that is to join our business, to join our team. So the first way you could buy product is become a client, pay retail. Price you see in the catalog, price you pay. The second way to purchase product is to become a preferred client, and you get 20% off the products for 1 full calendar year. No minimum purchases, no expectations. You are a wholesale buyer. The third way to get involved with Arbonne is to join our team. I heard this business. I went to a backyard barbecue expecting nothing but a cheeseburger and a few laughs. And I heard a business that literally had the potential to change my life, but without me acting upon it, would never have done anything. And I woke up the next morning and I started not only a business, but what I didn't get 9 years ago, I actually started a journey of my life. And what I've really realized in Arbonne, and I think in most people who are very successful, true success is actually a commitment to a lifetime of personal development. And I didn't get that piece. Really what makes our business model so special is the more people you help become successful, the more successful you will be. And what I learned in 9 years is you need to be bigger in order to be better. And you need to grow yourself in order to grow other people. And it's been, I can't even tell you what I've learned about myself in 9 years. Some good, some bad, some ugly. It's been a whole thing. But really, you emerge as such a better person building this business. Now, I have read about this industry before I became a part of it. Not intentionally, but I always had this gigantic vision of earning a lot of money. I had a big vision, and I always used to say, I'm gonna be a millionaire. And I didn't know how I was gonna do it. Now, mind you, not only did I have 4 small children, but I was babysitting 7 kids full time in my house. So technically, I was a professional butt wiper in overalls and kids with a gigantic vision. And when you have a gigantic vision, you read about what the wealthiest people in the world are doing, and everything directed me to network marketing. So I knew Warren Buffett owned 5 companies. I knew Donald Trump was starting one. I knew Bill Gates was a huge advocate of network marketing. I have a lot of respect for Bill Gates, not only because his net worth is in the millions, which does excite me, but he's a philanthropist, and he gives back. And not all wealthy people really make a difference in the world. So to me, I really respect him. And he talks about network marketing all the time and how it's the business model of the future. And so, you know, probably the most difficult thing, and I do that in quotations because people are sometimes quick to give their opinion and judge. And I don't know if any one of, and there's negative, you know, people come back with no, and I don't care. I don't know if any of you have tried to pay your bills with other people's opinions, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So one of the things that I attribute to my success is I don't care what other people think. And I don't mean that in a bad way. But I'm here to share this with you. I'm here to share this with as many people as possible. What you do with that information, that's your stuff. I want to share this with as many people as possible because it did change my family. It did change my life. It gave me my freedom. And we all have a different definition of freedom. But freedom to me is I'm able to be wherever I want, whenever I want. And that is a gift to me that is absolutely priceless. And Arbonne allowed me to live that lifestyle. But my point was, me reading about this industry for so long, the number one thing that I really took away from my knowledge when I started Arbonne was that the number one reason why people are successful is because they follow a system. The number one reason why people are not successful is because they don't follow a system. So when I was introduced to Arbonne and I was told do this, I'm like, okay. I didn't question. I didn't say, but I don't need this. Okay. I mean, could you imagine opening up a McDonald's franchise? Because that's basically what I do. I teach people how to own and operate their own franchise. I started my business for less than a laptop, and I teach people how to run a business that has the potential to be a multi-million-dollar business. Now, mine's a multi-million-dollar business a month, but it has the potential to be a year, whatever you want it to be. And if you were going to open up a McDonald's, could you imagine saying, you know, I'm going to start this month, but I'm not going to get burgers because I don't know if my friends like burgers. I don't really care. I don't care. You know, you get exactly what you're supposed to get to start a franchise. So I knew that starting Arbonne. So you become an independent consultant. Now it costs $79 to become an independent consultant, but it does not cost $79 to start a business. People hear $79, and I mean, you and I both know you can't go to Target for $79, okay? For $79, you're getting a 35% discount, and you're basically getting a box full of materials that's you're covering. There's samples in there. There's, you know, policies and procedures. There's catalogs. It's like a business in a box, okay? But then you take it one step further and you order products. We order products for 3 very important reasons. Number one, you need to be a product of the product. I mean, I tell people when you start Arbonne, you should walk around your house with a tub, and anything that you're currently using, that your company, the business that you are going to own sells, you replace it. I mean, that's the difference between a consultant and a business owner. You know, I tell people that I personally bring into the business all the time that I'm launching or I'm at their house. If I'm at your home and I'm using the bathroom, you better believe I'm looking in the shower. I feel like if I'm in the bathroom, on the toilet, it's free game. You know, it's like an Easter egg hunt. If the eggs are out, you can find them. I'm not going to go through your drawers, but I will move the curtain. And it's amazing to me. It's always in alignment. The people who have a growing, thriving business, all are on. The people who say to me, I don't understand, I'm not happy where I am, really? Because I'm in your bathroom and I don't even see A's. I'm so confused where you think you're going with finesse and soft soap, like a bottle. Okay? So you need to be a product of the product. Number two, we do presentations. I am a professional network marketer. I sell products, I sell a business. I sell products, I sell a business. You need both to build a stable business. And when we do launches, the products are out. We don't sell off the tables, but people want to smell them. They want to try them. They want to experience them. They want to touch them. Those products are there. I launched a business builder, not direct to me, but recently in my central, and I went and they started off with a smaller order. Again, it's not the end of the world. I got a text, can you bring this? Can you bring that? Nope, I'm bringing my purse. You made a business decision. I don't work for you. That was your choice to not order those things. If you think I'm schlepping in with a duffel bag, you're like, you're building this under the wrong person. I'll see you with my purse in a little bit. That's a decision that you're making. People want those products, okay? And then the third reason that we order products, this is brilliant. We order full-size anti-aging kits to give people to use for 3 days. I love this. Because not everybody can come to a presentation. We live in an area that people are very busy. They're professionals. And sometimes it's just like, they just don't want to go out. Take this home. Use it for 3 days. Number one, what I love is there's 5 steps to our anti-aging skincare line. I can't tell you how many times I've given this to people and they've said, I'll never use 5 steps. You know, and I say, that's okay. You can buy them individually. But we are the only skincare company that can claim our system works best synergistically as a system. So you use it as a system for 3 days, and you can buy them individually. 9 out of 10 people call me up and say, I need to have the whole kit. Thank you for shopping. That's the way I sell. It's a no-brainer. And I'm actually gonna do, if you're sticking around for training, like verbiage to use when you're handing out these kits, because it's very important that they get out. You know, one of the things people say to me is, I really like what I'm using. And I got a message today, what do you say to people? I was like, that's awesome if you like what you're using. Number one, you may or may not like mine better. Let's just say at worst case scenario, you like mine just as much as what you're currently using. Mine has the potential to pay your mortgage. Does what you're using have the potential to pay your mortgage? Try it. You know, it's like so simple giving that out. That's it. And I started my business. I grew my team. It started around a kitchen table. There are tens of thousands of amazing consultants in my organization, whether they're buying at retail, preferred client, or building a business in all of the countries that we're in. We're in the United States, we're in Canada, we're in the United Kingdom, we're in Poland, we're going to Taiwan. We are poised for massive global expansion. There has never been a better time to be a part of Arbonne. And I'm just gonna leave you with 2 thoughts, because there's 2 reasons. If you've heard something tonight that's tugging at you, that holds people back. Number one, I'm gonna tell you this, overthinking is death. It just is. Any one of you can walk out of here and think of 200 reasons why it's not the right time in your life. It's summer, you're going on vacation, what will your friends think? I mean, this is what I did 9 years ago. I have 2 babies, they're 1.5. My husband leaves at 6 in the morning. He's home at 9 o'clock at night. I'm watching 7 kids. On paper, this seemed ridiculous. But guess what? It wasn't the right time in my life, but it was the right time for Arbonne, and success waits for no one. Fate waits for no one. I'm a very big believer in fate. Arbonne was brought to me. But if I chose to do nothing with it, it was useless coming to me. So don't overthink this. So the 2 reasons that generally hold people back are time and money. I hear it all the time. I cannot afford to start an Arbonne business, and I don't have any time to start. And if you're going to take a picture of me, hold it up higher, I'll look thinner.
Oh, yeah. You're so incredible.
High and tilted, sister, otherwise I'll look like a hacker. Okay.
Oh my God.
Anyway, all of a sudden I saw a flash. So I tell people, so it's time and money that generally hold people back from starting an Arbonne business. And you know what? I didn't have either one of them 9 years ago. I didn't have any time and I didn't have any money. But let me tell you the definition of insanity. The definition of insanity is doing the exact same thing and expecting a different result. Imagine when people look at me, I started my business for less than a laptop. So when people who are working full-time, and I don't mean to sound harsh because this was me 9 years ago, when they're working full-time, away from their families, away from their kids, away from their significant others, sacrificing things in their life, and they look at me and they say they can't afford to start an Arbonne business, my response is like, let me get this straight. You are sacrificing that much time and you're dead broke. Because if you can't afford to start an Arbonne business, you're dead broke. And that was my realization that I had 9 years ago, that if I want to do something different, I better be something different. So when people sit in my office and say, I can't afford to start an Arbonne business, my response is, then you can't afford to get up and walk out of my office. And two, time, none of us have time till we find something worthwhile. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. It is amazing to me. This last week, I realized I have taken time management to a whole new level. I actually think it's physically impossible to get done what I've gotten done in the last week, but we all have those same abilities. And you know what? 4 days in a row, I don't know if I told you, I had to set my alarm 4:35 a.m. to get up and do it because it has to be done. Deadlines drive performance. My deadline is Thursday at 3 o'clock. When I get in my car to go to Albany, no matter what happens. And now throw on top of it, we have personal stuff going on in my organization that is gonna fall probably the weekend of the retreat. So all the plans, you do what you can with your time. It's a priority. And also Liz mentioned the 25 products everybody's using. Whether you build an Arbonne business or not, you're gonna continue to use those products. So all I did 9 years ago was make a brilliant business decision, and I stopped going to Sephora and Bloomingdale's and Saks and Target and GNC to buy my personal care products. I took those expenses, I redirected them, I bought them from myself, I turned my expenses into income, and I taught my network how to do the same. This business model is brilliant. So my advice to anyone that's here tonight as a guest is not to overthink it. My advice to anyone here that's a consultant, has already started a business, really work this business as if your life depended on it. Push yourself beyond your comfort zone because nothing worthwhile lives within the walls of your comfort zone. Like this is really a business that you leave your ego at the door and you just build it big, because I didn't realize what an ego I had until I started Arbonne.
Yeah.
I didn't really think I had an ego.
Yeah.
We all have one that shows up big time, okay? So this business is just an incredible life changer. So I thank you for coming. I know that Liz and her team have some recognition now, and then we have some training. And for those of you, I just got done preparing a training that I'm doing for the national vice presidents, which basically I come back from Albany, and then I get on a plane and I leave for Laguna Beach, and I'm training the national vice presidents there, which is exciting, but it was just added this week to my plate. And I'm training actually on the DM bonus and the importance of it, how to, help your team. And they basically called me and said, you've mastered this in 9 years. Out of all the national vice presidents, you have the most stability in this area. So I did training on it, but I have some numbers of how to really maximize your compensation plan. So if you're a numbers person, even these numbers got me excited, really, really excited. So the great thing about this, you own a business, I'm gonna give you a business plan to walk out of here with tonight. So I thank you for coming. And that's it.
Yeah, we'll take a little bit of a 5-minute break. And our guests are welcome to stay for the training, and you get to see more about what we do and how we recognize each other for our success. And thank you. We've got 5 minutes, and then we're gonna come back in here. We're gonna start, but I don't want to keep you guys too long. Thank you.
Are you in New Jersey? I'm doing it tonight. Yeah. Has to be said. You imagine my day. Like there was my area died on it. It unplugs her before I get call. She got septic tissue, blood infection. How does something like that happen? Maybe you get an accident with blood. I get it, my husband. Wants to get in the area right away. Of course. I really had to think about what I tell you something like do it. So she's like, no, I should have pushed. I should have pushed her, which would have necessitated this other girl I know, she's okay. She's okay, but then she's 50 and this girl was 36. So basically, my husband's friend, I'm playing telephone with people. Probably she had a urinary infection of a blockage, bacteria that slid into her blood. She had like, what's the for a diet? Yeah. Just sees your blood, your bowels, kidneys, heart, brain. Right. She was at a meeting Monday. I would say if no one else is meeting, I tell you, I feel like we're invisible. We're not. We're not. Well, like you're a doctor, so like you know what you mean. You know what I'm saying? I did 7 days and one day I'm
This is Sherry.
Hi.
This is the girl who's at she works in the print shop.
Yes, I have been at the house.
Yeah, and she does all my printing. She prints a lot.
Right.
No, she met me. We met her at Adrian, the one in New Asia, the sisters. On Andrea, on
I knew I met you recently.
and then her mom really.
Same face.
Yeah, they don't have the same face.
Like you guys come with me, go out.
Does everybody say you guys look exactly the same?
Yeah.
Same
I know,
nose?
really everything too, don't they?
Yeah.
Same thing. Wow. So she's got to figure this out, but she's going to figure it out.
See you again. Yeah, something it's just
Bringing you
it's
back.
there. Yeah. And it's just
Just do it. It's like ripping a Band-Aid off.
It really
The
is.
longer you think about it,
I know.
it's like, we spend some time thinking about what it's going to cost us to get started. Think about what it's costing you not to get started.
But each time I think about it, it's less time. So something like I said. Seeing different things.
I really have to try because you know what? I always figure out she comes to me, I can see right there and this stuff. I'm like, you coming tonight, you doing this night, you doing this, you doing that.
And then I'm supposed to do something different. Everybody thinks I own that floor. And
No, he took me to I said, when are you going to get it? He's not here to make you rich, you're here to make him rich.
Right.
That's just the way it works. I don't think he'll be all hers. I never saw him exactly. He's smart. Yeah. You gotta be smart.
drink.
And I see you, I didn't see you, and I know what and you're not moving anywhere. Judy says we stay in New Jersey.
And I'll go down there.
All right, we're working here.
Now, will everybody follow it? No, you will eventually Thank you. She lives in the water. She never stops saying. Where? That's like me. We really haven't seen our face. I was meant to be.
So my girlfriend is
We all had.
Yeah, I want to get a picture. No, because not training. Because my team is watching. I want to get a picture of me and you. Because we kind of do good together.
trying to get it to send a long link. Okay. On YouTube, right? Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Is that right? I know, right?
Okay, we're gonna get started. And, we're gonna get started in 2 minutes.
He's like, say cheese, I don't even know. I thought like fashion shows that. Last year I did. Something changed. My whole
Okay, I'm gonna get started. You can all sit down and we're gonna start this recognition. If you guys want to move it up a little, it's so long. Hi guys. I think Tim says it's still on, but how do we know?
Oh, there we are.
Okay, we're gonna start with training and recognition right now, okay, so hang in there. Good, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna recognize some people on my team. If anybody else is here, or a VP that wants to recognize anybody on their team that started their business. I'm gonna recognize Erin Hartnick. She's not here, but I know she's listening. So Erin, thank you for starting your business. And Charles, her brother, Hartnick, that he started his business also. And Margaret, what was the name on the team that the brother started? Yes, Thea Mazel also who started the business. And I'm going to recognize some district manager bonus. Honestly, the district manager bonus is so crucial. I have a new challenge that I'm giving myself. My goal is to earn the DM bonus first week of the month. That's my personal goal, and I'm going to do it. That's my goal, because you know what? Sometimes I wait to earn that. I'm like, oh, I'm going to get out. I've never not gotten my DM bonus. I've been doing this business 14 months. I've never not gotten it. But I just told myself, why do you wait? I said to myself, I am going to earn this bonus first week of the month. That is my goal. And I always shoot for 10, 20,000 in my central district. That's my goal every month, to do at least 10. 10. So I'm going to recognize some people here that did earn the DM bonus last month. Angela Inzarello. Let me say that. Here you go, Steve. Margaret Mendency. Angela Sexton. Tim Whitaker, my son, who's not here. Eileen Gallagher, she's over in Las Vegas. Debbie Neal, and Liz Whitaker. Suzanne, whoever got the damn bonus for Suzanne. Come up, look. Anybody else here got the damn bonus from the team? No?
We'll
Someone
take
take a
our
picture. Someone take a picture. Oh,
Posing for you all. Oh, God.
Sylvia, it's up to you this one. Are we doing that? Okay, and now I'm gonna recognize Now I'm going to recognize people that promoted to district manager. When you start your business, you're in district manager qualification, and then when you promote to district manager, there are people on our team. Charles Hurtnick, who's not here, he promoted to district. Jane Johnson, Michael Beret, who's over in Las Vegas. Is that everybody on our team? Yes. Okay, and then we're going to do the area manager bonus. That is for people, area managers and above, that earn their area manager bonus. And that's a different, just like your DM bonus, only now it's your whole area. Liz Whitaker and Debbie Neal. Oh, thank you, ladies. And then I'm just going to talk about the region bonus. The region bonus is when you are a regional vice president, and every level of Arbonne, they're so generous. Not only do they pay you on your team and your efforts and all your sales, but every level, there's a certain level that they expect you to maintain to keep that level. But when you exceed that, they have a number that you exceed. And when you do that, they give you a cash bonus. And they don't just, the district manager bonus is a bonus that you can earn when you're district manager and above. But if you're a region and you earn your district manager bonus, you earn your area manager bonus, and you earn your region manager bonus, they add them all up and they give you all of them. That's incredible. You could earn up to $2,000 with the car allowance as a region just for doing bonuses. Some people don't make that in a month. I mean, really, you earn that just for doing. They reward success. If you want to be successful and you're going to get recognized and rewarded for it, that doesn't happen in a regular job. You might get recognized, rewarded. I don't even know what you're going to get. You should be happy you have a job. That's the attitude. They give you more to do, and they expect you just to be happy that you didn't get fired. Really. So the regional bonus is Debbie Neal. Believe it or not, I had training, but I left it in the car. I can't believe I did that. But I know it by heart, so I don't need anything. I was going to train on, I was thinking, Debbie mentioned this to me, and I was thinking, what am I going to train on? Because the big challenge right now is the white party. If you don't know about the white party, Debbie has a white party every year. I went to it last year. I just started last year. I earned it. You earn it at getting a district manager bonus, which is $5,000 in your central district, and 5 preferred customers or consultants with sales of $150 or more. And when you do that, you earn the white party challenge. It's for the month of July. I know we changed it, but that was what it was last year. This year it's up to $6,000 for your central district. And it's really exciting to go to this party. Why? Debbie is very generous. It's a beautiful party. I mean, she has a DJ. She has tons of food. It's stocked. There's an open bar. It's just beautiful. And a lot of people in Arbonne who really are truly successful, you're going to get to meet on a personal level. It's kind of like being invited to an executive party with all the people at a big company that are really high up there that you never hardly see. So with Arbonne, they're all going to be there. And honestly, all they want to do is help you. So if you ask them questions at any region, any national vice president or executive national president, they will love to talk to you, and they want to get to know you because they want to help you succeed. They really do. So this is an amazing challenge to do. I honestly am very close to earning it. I'm almost there because my goal was to earn it by tonight. I didn't quite make it, but I'm so close. But guess what? If I didn't even have that challenge to myself, I don't know how, I think I would be a lot further away, because today I said, I'm going to get it today. I had appointments. I sold skincare kits, but just didn't quite make enough, but it's okay because I'm so close. I'm going to get it very soon. I told myself I'm going to be the first person to be recognized for that white party challenge, but Debbie Neal beat me. She already recognized her. She already earned it. Oh, well. But anyway, so I was talking about that, but what I want to talk about is not so much the DM bonus, which Debbie's going to talk about. I want to go back to basics. There's a business model in place that really does work. And you have to kind of comprehend this in your head. It works. I know I keep talking about my life because that's all I really know. I have been in business for 28 years. There was no business model. Nobody said to us, do this, do this, do this, and you'll be successful. We had to figure it out. You know how many things I got from the IRS? In the beginning, I didn't have the right paperwork. You know how many things I got from New Jersey because I didn't have my sales tax right? There were so many things that I did wrong I had to learn. There were so many places that we advertised that produced zero fruit. No customers. Years ago, you advertised in the yellow pages. It was a book. If anybody knew, you guys are young, but it was a book. And you had to advertise, and you had to pay every month, whether you got customers or not, because you did it for a yearly thing. And every month, I paid them $1,000 to be in the yellow book. That's how much it cost. So the yellow pages, that's what we did. So I'm just saying, whether I got work or not, I had to pay them every month. So what I'm saying is, there's a business model that works. There's 7 keys to success. And I know it works because this is what I do. And when my business starts to not be where I want it to be, I revisit this. I say, hey, what are you not doing? What are you forgetting? Because you know what? We're all human. I don't do everything perfectly, but I don't do a lot of things perfectly, but I never stop going. I have events that bomb, but I still have events. I don't always say the right words, but I still say the words. I get embarrassed. I don't care. I really don't, because my why is too big. I have a husband and I'm retired. I got a life to live. I'm going to retire. I tell my husband every day, the best is yet to come. So these 7 steps are this. The first one is jump in. If you're here tonight and you really are considering Arbonne, just do it. Stop. Just don't overthink it. Do it. That's the first key to success. You got to be in the game. You got to get on the side. If you're on the sidelines, I'm sorry, you'll always be on the sidelines. You have to jump. You got to take a step of faith. You got to get in. Because if you're not in, when I was younger, I loved sports, but I kind of was not athletic. So I would be in the game, but I would be like this. The ball would come, I would be like this. Those people that do that? That's what I did. I really liked it. I love baseball. But the ball would come, I would be scared, But you forget, even though I wasn't good, I was in the game. I wasn't on the sidelines. I tried out for the team, and I really stunk. I was the girl that nobody picked. You know how they do that? They pick people. But you know what? I always tried. I don't know why I'm like that. My mother died when I was little. Maybe that's why. I really don't know. But I'll tell you this right now. I don't sit on the sidelines. Do I make a fool of myself? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So get in. You must get in the game. Second thing is, you have to have products. I love people so much, but when people tell me things like, well, why do I have to have all these products? Oh my goodness, you have a store. I do not want to go to your store and look at a catalog. I don't shop that way. Do you shop that way? They used to have the Sears catalog. You ever see that? You go to Sears and they have that. I don't shop like that. I can't. I got to try it on. I got to see how it looks. Even jewelry. I like to see how it looks on my neck. I'm obsessed with my neck. This new neck cream we have to use. I'm obsessed with it. No, I really am. I'm like, oh my goodness. I am really obsessed with it. I sell so much neck cream that I'm obsessed with my neck. Anyway, that neck cream is incredible. Anybody who has issues with alligator in the neck, get that neck cream. It's just, oh, all here. Oh my goodness. I feel like my neck is younger than my face. I love my neck. It's amazing. You have to use the neck cream anyway. So what I'm saying is you need to have products. If you don't have products and you think you're going to get anywhere, I'm telling you right now, you're not. You're not. The business plan for the model that works is this. It's a $2,000 business builder order. Oh my goodness, to start a business, that is nothing. If you know what I pay every month to run our painting company, you would not believe it. But if I didn't pay that money, I would have no work. I had to buy so much paint. I had to pay my guys so much money. I had to pay their taxes on them. I don't do any of that with Arbonne. All I have to do is invest in products, use the products, share the products I'm going to use already. I'm going to wash my hair, I'll tell you right now. I'm going to use makeup. I'm going to put on deodorant. I definitely brush my teeth. I love that neck cream. I buy 2 of them at a time. I'm telling you, I have redirected my household spending. I do not go to CVS. I used to go to the salon and buy all my skincare products. I don't do any of that. So what I'm saying is this. You need to have products. If you're going to argue about that, I don't even know what to tell you because that's the second. You got to have those products. You can't do this business. You can, but you'll get nowhere. The business model works when you have products. So you jump in, you have your products, now you're in business. Now you're ready. And the third thing is you have to launch yourself. Now some people, I couldn't wait to launch. I'm like, oh, party? I have tons of parties. That is the easiest thing for me to do. Some people are really upset. That's like they have to go outside their comfort zone. They don't like to ask people to come to their house. They get nervous having parties. You know, they don't know what to do. Make it simple. I make it very simple. I have the same thing every time. Why? Not because I'm cheap. Because I'm not cheap, but you know, I want my team to see how easy this could be. I always have fruit. You know what I have? I have fruit. I have hummus. I have all those little, you know, those pita things and gluten-free stuff. And I make protein bars. I have coffee, tea, water. Some people have wine. Wonderful. But that's it. No, don't make it like a big meal. It's not a meal. You know, don't make it like, you know, then you get overwhelmed. You know, like then you really get yourself like, oh, then you're really nuts. Make it simple. But you have to launch your business. 2 days, within 7 days of when you start, there's 2 days that you pick. You say, okay. And when you call people, you say, listen, I'm so excited. I started a business. I need your support. So it's Tuesday or Wednesday, which one works for you? Don't say, oh, can you come this day? No, don't ask. Which one works for you? Because I know you're going to be here to support me. I know you're going to be here. My launch, and you know, people do this too. Oh, I can't do that night. Why? You started a business, start thinking like a business owner. If my husband ever said no to a job, I think the sky would fall down. I mean, he has missed weddings. He has missed tons of things. I do a lot of things alone. That's business. Get over it. If you got something to do, cancel it. I'm telling you, the first, Debbie Neal, the girl who sponsored me is Maria Steiger. Debbie Neal said that she was available on Friday night. It was Friday night. When she called and said, oh, I have to take us to Broadway with my niece. I take me and my niece, I take her to Broadway all the time. That's what we do together. And she was like, well, Maria's like, well, that's the day that Debbie can do it. I'm like, well, I'm going to go. I have these tickets and we're going to go see Matilda. I don't know who the hell we're going to go see. I'm like, and I hung up and I thought, you started a business. I called Maria, I'm dealing with it. I called my brother. I said, Jerry, can you take her? Absolutely. Good. So I made, here's 2 tickets. I canceled. My niece was still went to I canceled. Because I was having my launch. I got on the phone. This was like Tuesday. I called everybody I knew. Gotta be here. I did not text. I did not go on the computer and do this Facebook thing. I'm telling you, please, when you're going to have anything, it's pathetic. Do not do any Facebook. Don't make a Facebook party. Nobody looks at them. Nobody goes. We get so many invites. I go only because I want to meet people. People I don't know invite me to things. I show up. I do. I'm like, you're having a party, aren't you? They're like, oh, who are you? You invited me. You invite everybody on your thing. I met people that way. But what I'm saying is this: you have to. I do. You have to call. You have to call people up. called people, and I always get them, but I keep calling. I gotta talk to you, you gotta call me back. I gotta talk to you, you gotta call me back. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I have such an, when do you hear this news? And they call me, I started a business. Oh, you're gonna come, right? This is the day I'm having it. I'll see you there. And then I call that day. I had 33 people at my launch. I called that day. You're coming, right? You better be here. I'm counting on you. Blah, blah, blah. I can't wait to see you, because I really meant it. I really wanted them to come, because you know what? It wasn't about me. I really wanted people to join my team for them. So that third thing, your launch. Don't wait 2 weeks, because I'm gonna tell you what happens when you wait. People say, well, I'm going on vacation. This is gonna be outside the, you know what? Can you go a little later? Seriously, make this work. This is your fortune. You will have plenty of life to vacation when you work this business. So you launch your business. You have 2 launches. You make it simple. You invite everybody you know. Everybody you know. So this is the third thing. The fourth thing is you have to plug in. You know, in this business, there's, you know, it's not like, you know, continuing education is very big in any business. But in this business, there's so many things that you could do and listen to and learn from people who are successful. You don't have to go far. You got to listen to a phone call. You have to come to an event. You have to come to your training and recognition. It's important for you to be here. Why? Not for me. I know where I'm going. It's for you. It's all for you. For you to get the car, for you to be a leader, for you to grow as a person. There's so many things to plug into. I honestly don't miss anything, and if I do, I have pulled over on the road on Sunday night coming from a business thing, and I dial in and I listen on the way home. It happens so many times. I have a lot of events on Sundays. I don't miss the call. You've got to plug into everything. It's very, very important that you do that, and honestly, it doesn't cost you anything. You know, a lot of people, when they have to go continuing education, they got to pay for that. And honestly, I have always looked at business things, and I've always read that if you want to be successful, you have to be in a room with people that are more successful than you. If you're the most successful person in your world, you better get a bigger world, because you'll stay there. Honestly, I have always tried to be around more successful people, and in Arbonne, I think I hit the jackpot. I don't know many millionaires in my life, but I do now. And they're people just like me, and they want to teach me how, honestly. So, you know, this is an opportunity for you to learn and grow and get bigger. So that's the fourth thing. That's the fourth key to success. Have your launch, plug in. The fifth key to success is personal growth. This is so important. Honestly, I have done direct selling a lot. And I was very successful at it, but I can never make the money I'm making with Arbonne. Why? No one told me to grow as a person. No one said you have to do personal growth. You have to do this. You have to listen to this. You have to change the way you think. You have to be positive. You can't be negative. I really just like Debbie. I didn't know I was a negative person. I thought it was so upbeat and positive. But I would say things like, I'm going to try, do the best I can. Oh, maybe I'm going to try to get there. And I don't say those words. They're not even in my vocabulary anymore. They're not. I don't say don't, because I realize that I don't talk about what I don't want. I talk about what I do want. That's a big switch in my head. I used to talk about, oh, I don't want to gain weight. Oh, I don't want that to happen. Me and my husband ride bicycles. I like bicycles. I do spin, and I don't know, somehow I just like bikes. It's easy for me, I guess. So I would always say, oh, I'm fall. I always fall. I always fall. And he's like, don't fall, because I fall. No, I fall in the middle of the street. I'm one of those, right over, all the time. He's like, oh my goodness. I have fallen so many times on my bicycle, and we go around town, and we go to parks. He'll say, don't fall. I'm like, no, and boom. But now I say, don't say that, because now I say, I'm going to ride amazing. I haven't fallen since I told myself that. You know, I'm the kind of person that would fall in the street. I'm walking and go right down all the time, so many times. But really, I don't fall anymore. I know it sounds crazy and it's funny, because I would tell myself, I was so afraid of falling that I would fall. Do you ever have it happen to you? You're so afraid that something's going to happen. You tell yourself, don't do this, and you would do it. So now I don't do that. I say, guess what? I ride amazing. I'm steady. I'm steady. I'm straight. I don't fall. I have not really, I used to trip all the time. I don't even trip. I said, oh, don't, be careful. I don't even say that to myself anymore. So you got to focus on what you want and not what you don't want. That is huge. That's personal growth. You must be bigger than your problems. I have to tell you this. Everybody has stuff. If you knew the stuff that went on in my life, you would be like, you kidding me? But guess what? We all have it. You have to overcome your stuff. Don't talk about your stuff. I'm telling you, don't talk about issues, problems. Don't say, oh, could you believe what happened? Could you believe what so-and-so did? No, you have to grow. Be grateful, be thankful. Whatever happens in your life, use it as a positive. Learn from it. Learn from it. Really, and don't talk about, I come to Arbonne events, and a lot of times I walk in a room, and if there's a hostess there or a new consultant, the first thing, I invite some people, they're not coming. I say, stop. Don't talk about who's not here. Talk about who is here. It changes the whole, okay. Doesn't matter who's not here. We're going to talk to them. Who's here? Even if it's one person, this is what I do. I hope this helps you. If there's one person that shows up, I say, you hit the jackpot. You're going to have all my attention. Oh! I said, I'm going to care for you. I'm going to love on you. Oh, I'm going to put makeup on you. Oh, okay. I say, you are special tonight. You know what? It changes the whole tone in the room. And the consultant is like, oh, yeah. Oh, you're going to love this stuff. So to think like that, if there's one person, to me, that person is meant to be there. Hey, I could have been the only person in that room when I heard the opportunity. I joined. I have to use Joe because I had an event at a hotel like this. One person showed up. One person. And it was Joe. And he joined that night. Yes. He joined. He did. He was the only person there. And I walked in. I wasn't like, I'm like, Joe, you're here because Margaret told me you were going to come. Didn't I say that? And I said, Joe, you have all of me. He's like, good, because I got a lot of questions. I said, let's get down to it. Right, Joe? And we sat and we talked and he goes, I'm in. Gave me the credit card just like that. So you never know. Just like that. He did. So that's the fifth thing. You must grow as a person. It's going to help your whole life. It's going to help your whole life. Number 6, what was number 6? I don't want to do it right now.
It's personal development.
I did, what was 5?
Okay.
I did, that was 4.
Activity.
Oh, activity. Oh, I missed this. All right, I kind of got it mixed up. Activity. You will not make a sale if you don't talk to people and have activity. It's a simple plan that works. 2, 2, 2. Just keep thinking 2, 2, 2. 2 every week. You want to drop off 2 kids every week, and every week you want to pick up 2 kids. So that's 4. Drop off 2, pick up 2. Drop off 2, pick up 2. 2 personal presentations a week. You might say, oh, I can't get nobody to do a presentation. Oh, yes, you can, because you know what? You do the presentation. That's what I did. Because guess what? I'm in my 50s. I had a real mental block with parties. I went to so many of these parties. I'm like, my first thing that night was, I don't want to have a party. But you know what? I started having my own party. I said, you know what? I'm having a party 2 nights a week. That's how I got to Region. Because someone told me you got to have parties. I'm like, I better start doing this. Because I built my area with that one party, just my launch, that's it. Because I was against it. But guess what? I said, you know what, Liz, you better start doing stuff that you don't want to do. So I'm the party. So this is what I did. I had 2 a week. Did everybody come? Some nights I had nobody there. So my kids had fruit, they had pita chips, they had hummus. And we had a party ourselves. They were like, oh my, no one's here, blah, 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 blah. But guess what? A lot of nights, people did come. I called people last minute. Hey, I'm having a facial. You want to come over? I'll give you a facial. All right. Yeah, I'm not doing nothing. So every week for the whole month of July, I had parties. And I built my Region. Because I had customers. They tried the stuff. They loved it. And when I called people up. I told my team, I'm having something, come. And they came. Sometimes it was me and my team. You know what I did? We had a training. I said, we're going to be a region. We're going to be a nation. We're doing this. So anyway, activity is everything. And when you start, because listen, I'm human. When you start building people, you're with a lot of people, you forget you got to work on your own business. I said, I better start handing out some kits. They're always in my car. I have given my kits to my mailman. I have given kits to the people in to the bank. My husband has customers. I go to them, hey, you want to try my skincare? Some people actually say no. I don't get upset. Fine. I give my kits to anyone who will take it. Man, whatever the teen, anyone, try this for a few days. You're going to love it. My lawyer, my doctor. No, I'm not embarrassed. I'm not ashamed. This is amazing products. They work. So start giving out kits. Don't say, I don't know who to give it to. Oh my goodness, just take them with you. You'll see people. So that's, number 7 is show up big. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to go on because I want Debbie to talk because she's amazing. But you got to show up big. You know, you can't show up like this. Like, example, Joe was there. Did I walk in like, Joe? I walked in like, Joe! I'm so glad you're here! He felt like $1 million, and I felt like $1 million. I don't walk in with my head down. I don't care if no one's in the room. You got to show up big. You're the lead. You want to be a leader, act like one. When I was, this is just a little of me. When I was an area manager, I got there in 2 months, area manager. I wanted to be a region. I couldn't figure out. I don't know. I just was having. It's my 3rd month in business. I'm like, I should be a region by now. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? So you know what I did? I went to Freehold and I had a hotel room. I said, I'm going to fill this room. I paid the money. I put the money down. I said, told my team, tomorrow night we're having a meeting in a hotel because I'm filling the room. 2 people came. Yeah. But you know what? I was not discouraged because I told them, I said, you see this room? I'm filling it. Not quite full, but it's gonna be. It's gonna be. I said that, I said, I am not discouraged because you see this room. Matter of fact, the waiters were in the back looking like, what do we do? This big room. It was only 3 people. 2 people. And I was with my girlfriend Karen and my girlfriend Jean. They're both on my team, no longer on my team. They don't do it. But guess what? I said, you are Liz. I go, this is what we're gonna do tonight. You're gonna give me the opportunity. They were like panicking. I'm like, no, tonight you're doing the opportunity. Make believe I'm a recruit. So I sat there and they did the opportunity and we practiced. But I didn't believe they're discouraged. You got to show up big. You can't let people know your stuff. Don't go around with your head down. Nobody wants, listen, I want to know if you personally want to call me, you have a problem, you want to talk, please. I love to help people. But when you're in a business thing and you walk in, nobody needs to know what your kids are doing. Nobody wants to know. You're there to make money. You're there for your team. You got to build your team up. It's not about you. Nothing is about you. So you got to show up big. You got to show up happy, even if you're not. Put a smile on your face. You'll get there. Before you go, listen to I do it all the time. Listen to something. Get yourself. You think people are always on? You have to be on. This is your business. Show up very big. Get all your bonuses. If you want your team to get their bonus, you know why I get my bonus? Listen, it's very nice to get the $200 extra. I tell myself, I gotta do it for my team. If I don't get my bonus, how can I expect them to get their bonus? How can I expect them to do anything? If I don't get the car, how are they gonna get the car? They're not gonna get it. You have to want it, not just for you, to show people what's possible. If Debbie didn't do what she did, I would not be here. My life would not be changed. So those are the 7 steps to success. Write it down. Listen, Debbie Neal's on SoundCloud, 7 Keys to Success. I listen to that every morning when I first started on my treadmill, every morning. And when I was done with the thing, I'd walk around the house till it was done. And I'm now going to go back to do it again because it's time. Today, for the first time in a while, I'm like, oh, I don't know if I do that. I got to start doing that again. You do, because guess what? No one's perfect. You kind of get lazy. So anyway, thank you for listening to me. I really want you to hear Debbie Neal.
Don't let me stop without going over the numbers that I want to go over, but they're on my phone. Okay, so I want to talk about the White Party Challenge because here's my expectation. My expectation is that you're all at my home, okay? I am very, very passionate about the district manager bonus. It's not about the $200, but I'm going to show you with the money why it is about the $200. But when I became a national vice president very quick. I was under 6 months in Arbonne. I didn't really understand policies and procedures. I didn't have an upline that explained policies and procedures to me. So after I read the compensation plan about 25 times and I felt like a moron, I thought, bottom line, I'm just going to go wide and earn every bonus and I'm going to figure it out. And it did help me promote and grow thriving business. So every challenge that I do is always around the district manager bonus. Now, anything you ever read, and I read tons of stuff, there's a lot of people who are very against challenges and incentives. Because here's the bottom line, the people who are gonna do it are gonna be the people who do it anyway. However, last year we had over 300 people at my white party. I have these type of events because I value time. I wanna know who my top leaders are at that time. Just because somebody's there doesn't mean they're not gonna be a top leader, but that's the time that I get to really network with people, meet people, spend time with people, because my team is so big, I don't have that precious time with each and every one of you. So that's the reason why I do it. Number two, I do it because that's my way of teaching you how to build the business. This is not about coming to my home, even though we're really gonna have an amazing time. And now that it's my however many years doing it, I've become, regular. The tents are ordered, the 7 servers are ordered, bless you, DJs ordered, tables. It's like I learn each and every year. Now it just comes all in and boom, it works like clockwork. But this is my way of teaching you how to really grow a thriving business and maximize on the compensation plan that we have in Arbonne. Now, for you that are area managers and above, one of my national vice presidents is training on the compensation plan, like really how to maximize up till regional vice president level pretty much, because there's no need for the hundreds of people to learn. But she is going to show just one of my income statements. That was, I want to say I was 2 years in Arbonne or something. But she's an executive national vice president when she asked me for this. And sometimes when we hear ENVP, you kind of think they're all in the same income range. Well, she was going for a challenge trip. And she said, I'd like to see, she goes, teach me how to earn $40,000 a month. I said, I can teach you, but why don't I also show you, bless you, one of my income statements? Because when you get your income statement, it'll say Central District, First Generation District. I go, then you can break down mine and compare it to yours. Well, I said, there's no need for you to have anything more than exactly what you need to earn so you're not focused over here. Well, our volume was only $300,000 difference. And the pay was $20,000 difference. And there was a $20,000 difference because she called me. Now, Kristen Whitley doesn't curse. Really, she's like Liz. Liz never curses. I do. It does not make me not godlike because I really love God, but I also love profanity. It's terrible. I do. I use it when I'm happy. When I'm happy, it's an adjective, and I feel like it adds so much to the story. And I'm Italian, so you put the two of them together. I really have to control myself when I talk to Liz. But anywho, what's my point? Oh, so Kristen doesn't really curse that much. She called me up, and I was a mother, you know what? She goes, I can't believe it. You've been teaching me on the Dion bonus for 6 years. And then she would say, and I never got it. And I'm like, what? She goes, I never got it. She goes, the one line that says First Generation District on our paycheck, yours was $14,000 more than mine. She goes, we get paid on unlimited districts. I'm like, duh. I've been telling you that. She goes, but I never got it. I never really got it. So many, I was like, oh, if we're too wide, we get paid too deep. Really what it means to get paid on infinity. So another reason why I always do the district manager bonus, no matter where you are, whether you're here as a consultant, because I made it open to consultants, a district, an area, bless you, or region or nation, it's all an even playing field. It's all an even playing field. So every one of us have the exact same ability to earn this challenge. Bless you. It's all our personal business. It's our central district. If you really want to be successful in network marketing, okay, it's a combination of two things, okay? We are, and if you've heard me do the Arbonne Opportunity, I always say we are a hybrid of direct selling and network marketing, right? So really look at your central district as the direct selling piece. Now, I sponsor a lot in my central district. That's the lifeblood of our business. I sell by default. I'm passionate about sponsoring, and I sell by default. Okay, I sell by default because I share the business with everyone. If they don't want to do the business, they're buying products from me, okay? So by you building your central district, you're mastering the personal business of this, okay? But then the duplication comes. So I have people that'll say, I even see it on Facebook, I love how everybody, we want to be celebrating DM bonuses and bonuses, because not only are you celebrating success, we build brands. We're building people's brand. So by me saying, Liz earned this, Liz earned that, I am that third party letting her network know whatever the heck she's doing, she's successful. So trust me, people are watching this. And my friend Maura, who's one of my sorority sisters, who just earned her DM bonus, she's doing awesome. She watched me for 2 years without one like or one comment. But she goes, I don't know what. And remember, even when somebody, let's say somebody earns their bonus, right? Kathy earns her DM bonus. Kathy's not on your team. Like and comment. Number one, you want to really do that for your sideline sister or brother. But let me tell you something. You know, they don't know who the heck's team anybody's on. You're just part of it.
It's true.
When you comment under Kathy's thing, it's running through your network's newsfeed. We're building Arbonne's brand, and so the best things that people want to see on Facebook, they don't care that we have new sunscreen. They don't care. They're watching your lifestyle. Nobody will read it. Really, you'll notice what you get the most likes on are pictures. You know, if you ever read People magazine, do you read the articles without a picture? Because I don't. I don't read those magazines anymore, but the picture entitled me to read. That made me want to know more. So really be very strategic. On Facebook, you want to be showing gratitude. You want to be congratulating, okay? But what was my point? Oh, so people will say to me, you know, I do what you said, and I've been earning my DM bonus, and I'm still not growing my business. You don't teach people how to do the same. You're not growing the business. You're mastering skill. You want to promote and have a thriving business. It's the second thing, which is inspiring other people. So it's excellence and duplication is the key to success in network marketing. Success is not a choice. I mean, success is a choice. Whether you come to my home and earn the DM bonus or earn this challenge, which is 6,000, it's a choice. If you're not there, it's because you chose not to be. This wasn't important to you. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you that you're not going to be successful in the future. But you're not going to be there because of lack of skills. Every one of you have exactly what it takes to do $6,000. I mean, if you're a mom or a dad in this audience and I took your child and said, do $6,000, you're not getting them back, you do have it in 24 hours.
You would take that one.
It's a choice. It's whether or not your business today, this month, is a priority to you, period. So sometimes we need to really absorb that and own our stuff. So true success is a combination of excellence and duplication. This, I say this all the time. We all started with the same company, the same products, the same opportunity. Really, all the variable factors are the same. The only variable factor is us. It's our excellence and our expectations. And I tell people all the time, be very careful what you expect, because you will get it every single time. If you expect people aren't going to book with you, they're not going to book. If you expect that people aren't interested, they're not interested. I say this all the time, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. You are 100% right. So you want to be excellent, and earning your district manager bonus is excellence. You know, I did a call on Sunday night. If you haven't listened to it, please listen to it, because being a winner is a choice. Being successful is a choice. And a lot of people see I'll just use my success for example. I'm the one up there speaking. They see the story. They see the time in which I promoted. They know that I'm a top income earner. They could somewhat do the math. What they don't know is what I've done behind the scenes when nobody was watching. How many mornings I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning. How I practiced my presentations and my Discover Arbonnes in a mirror. how I took ownership for my business. It wasn't okay for me to say, I'm not comfortable yet doing the products, because there was nobody to do it for me. I launched myself. So I could have had a really good excuse, which would not have changed my family nor my family, wouldn't have changed me or my family. Well, I could have taken ownership in my own business. So get comfortable doing the presentation. And you know what, you guys, I held Q card when I was a national vice president. I had to look down. I did, I don't care. To this day, when I do a product presentation, I have to look at some notes sometimes. That's okay, but you want to be doing them yourself, and that's excellence. And duplication is teaching other people how to do what you do, but you're not going to be able to teach it authentically until you're doing it. And it's not a matter of, you might not be able to see my web stats, so you might not know whether I earn my district manager bonus or not. It shows up in the way I show up. It shows up. I'm growing my skills. I'm growing my beliefs. So here's some of the importance of why you want to earn your DM bonus. It builds your vision. When you're out doing the 6 to 10 presentations, when you're out sponsoring people, it's building your vision of what you're creating. Your vision is the most important thing that you want to be building in this business. Average people see with their eyes. Visionaries see with their imagination. That's where you want to separate yourself, because when you're thinking with your logical mind, you say things like this: I don't have anybody on the horizon. I don't have any activity booked for the next 4 days. I don't really have anybody in the pipeline. The world is yours. You don't know who you're going to meet in the next 24 hours if you don't open your mind and your heart to the possibility of who you're going to meet. I walk into every situation expecting to meet someone. I expect people want to do my business. I work on my vision every day. Every day before I go to bed, I write down what I want to create. Even if I'm writing the same thing as yesterday, I write it down so it becomes so vivid that in my mind, I've already created it. I already see it. I believe it as if it's my current reality. It builds your belief. Your belief needs to be built like a muscle. That's why I hammer home. And not only earning your district manager bonus is important, you guys, here's the key line. Earning your district manager bonus each and every month, regardless of how many district managers you promote, which I'm going to get to. Earning your district manager bonus builds skills. You need to build your skills in this business. Now, I will tell you what's more important than skills is your will. I didn't come to the table with any skills. I came to the table with an incredible work ethic. I've always had a sick drive, and my word has always been my word. There's never been anyone in 9 years that say, will you be there? Can I rely on you? Are you going? But that's feedback. If somebody's calling you up and saying, are you going to training and rec tonight? I just want you to know what they're saying to you. You don't show up all the time. Will you be there tonight? Because in 9 years, nobody's called me up and said, are you going to training and rec? Ever. You just go, okay? It builds your leadership. When you're earning your district manager bonus, you are leading by example. There's only one way to lead a team, and it's by example. There's only one way. I've watched people try to take a leadership role. Leadership is not defined by letters. It's defined by your actions that you're taking, okay? It builds your level of stretch. So if I promoted out, a district manager, I promoted out Angela, okay? Direct to me. She's not, but let's just say she is. She's sitting here, okay? Then I promoted out Liz. She's direct to me. Well, now I've got to stretch more, because now my job is to teach them how to earn their district manager bonus, and then to make sure my district manager bonus is still happening, okay? It creates good habits. You guys, it takes 21 days to build a good habit. You know that? And then after that 21 days, you need to recreate another good habit. Like, it really takes that long to create good habits. And by earning your district manager bonus, your intention is to be the person that somebody wants to follow. That's what's going to grow you a big business in Arbonne. being that person that somebody says you are the person that I want to follow, not because you're pretty or popular or have a good network, but because you do what you say you're going to do and you're showing your team what's possible. You want to show people what's possible, even if nobody else is doing it. I don't base what I'm going to do on my team. I don't. I love my team, but it's not their job to control my discipline. I am the bar for my own personal business. I am the game. So what does that mean? And many of you have heard me say this before. The game remains the same. Now, when I say the same, I don't mean that I don't grow and evolve, because really change is the only constant that exists. But you know what's going to happen in this business? You will have people start off on fire and they can't get out of their own way. You'll have people going to the top and they can't go to the bathroom. You have people go in area qual this month and they don't call you back. You have people that are going to sign up and they won't call you back. Will your vision, your belief, your leadership, your numbers, your promotion, are you basing it on that? Because I don't. I don't. My vision, my belief, my leadership, my activity, that's my responsibility. I am not putting my promotion, my income, and my future in anyone's hands. Now, I don't take away from my team. I am because we are. And the only reason I am where I am is because of the incredible organization that I have. But none of them are responsible for my central district. That's my stuff that I do each and every month, no matter what. And I'm going to tell you guys the power of with, okay? I want you to be in love with your business. I'm actually in love with what I do for a living. I don't even feel like I have a job. I mean, technically I have a job. This is what I do, but I don't feel that way. And many of you have heard the expression, when you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Now, this is the power of with. People are going to promote. They're going to. You will have an E in front of your title. Now, the ideal place to have an E, I'm going to be honest, is National Vice President. You want to be so wide that that's where the E shows up. But you want to, people are going to promote, people are going to quit. You want to prepare for it. And when you consistently work your central district, you're prepared for it. My goal was always to be, so let's say you're an area manager, okay, or a district manager, and you have one of your legs, that's $3,000. That does $3,000. My goal would be, at minimum, be doing $6,000 without that leg. My goal was always to be double the volume of my strongest leg. And that's what kept me with pace. Because let me tell you something, what if that strongest leg quit? I've had people at every single level in Arbonne, you guys, quit. Every level. It's mind-blowing to me, but I've had it, okay? And it kept me in love with what I do. There was 1 year in Arbonne, you guys, and some of you might be new, so this might be scary. It was 2012 for me. My upline quit. They took a direct national vice president, and they took 18 national vice presidents in 2 months span. I had my biggest year I ever had. My biggest year that I ever had. Number one, I have a very strong faith, and Arbonne's really helped me with that. And I literally, it was the first time I was brought to my knees. I never really liked my upline, so that was a blessing, right? That's a blessing. Rejection's always God's protection. So now this was good. I never vocalized it, but I was like, oh, thank God. Okay. Okay. But I'm very grateful. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have the gift of Arbonne. So you got to find your gratitude. I truly wouldn't have Arbonne if it wasn't for her. Any losers. But I literally had the greatest year that I ever had. And it was a choice. Success is a choice. And I remember saying, I know this is a test. Our greatest successes come from our greatest adversities. So no matter what happens, you need to push through it. And I remember the CEO, I became 4 wide that year. There's very few people in Arbonne that are 4 wide national vice presidents. And it was one of my direct MVPs that left. Now, truth be told, she wasn't really maintaining her management level, and nobody leaves a thriving business, just so you know that. But the CEO called me up and said, don't worry, we're still going to recognize you on stage because you promoted 4 national. Now, this was in October. GTC wasn't until April. I said, Kay, I love you, but you listen to me and you listen to me good. I'm coming to GTC 4 wide. I am promoting another national vice president. And if at worst case scenario, I don't you dare call my name. Call my name when I am 4 wide. Now, here's the great thing, it's another whole thing about having big goals. I had an amazing regional vice president direct to me. She was a regional vice president for 7 years, direct to me. When our goals are so big, I called her up and I said, guess what? Whether you're ready or not, the game's over. And because she was like, oh man, I was like, no, time's now. I'm riding you like Zora, we're getting stuff. And Kristen Whitley promoted to national vice president. But she's forever thankful. There was no option. But just so you know, you have the best accountability partner. It's getting done. Okay, so life is going to happen to your team, and you never, ever, ever want that to hold you back. Leadership is a choice. It's a choice. So the wider you are, you're going to always be the leader of your team. When you lack width, your team is going to be the one leading you. Meaning, if they do this, you'll promote. If they do that, you'll earn your bonus. You want to be the leader that no matter what your team does, you're so wide that you're promoting anyway. Width creates promotion. You want to know the compensation plan. You want to decide that you're coming to the white party. Decisions are powerful. Decisions, the universe will conspire when you decide. It's not going to happen by choice. Like Hank's $6,000. You guys, it's my home. And I hung $6,000 as soon as possible. I was committed to be the first person in my line. I didn't say that out loud, but I committed to myself that I was going to be the first person. And it was like, I don't even know, it was like the 4th of the month. And I forgot about it. And then when I said, oh, I earned the White Party Challenge just a few days ago, there was $17,000 in my central district. Because I had forgotten that, yeah, it's all good. But you know why I had so much in my central district? You guys, we also look at attrition as a bad thing. You know how many people have quit me in 9 years? Guess where they all are? In my central district. They're my best customers. I haven't personally sponsored a direct this month. And I'm definitely over 20 at this point in my central district. And I haven't sponsored anybody yet. I've done personal presentations, but I have not sponsored. I don't think so.
No word is less.
Yeah, anyway, I didn't sponsor anybody this month yet.
But it's true about your consultants, they do become your.
Oh my gosh.
They hold you still.
That's why, like, when the trips come out, literally I was done. Well, the cruise was a 9-month challenge. I think it took me 4 months. But when we have, like, I'm done in like a month and a half. People are like, what did you do? I'm like, sometimes nothing.
Yeah.
But my central district has gotten so big over time that, you know, when it's double volume in December, I do on an average 40, 50,000 in my central district. That's 90, 100,000 right there. So when people take, you know, however many months, I'm done. Because I've worked consistently for 9 years, I don't have to work constantly, if that makes sense. So where do you expect to be at the end of 2015? Now, before I say, I want to say, hey, I want you guys to write down these numbers because I think they're really, like, powerful, if I must say so myself. I mean, they're nothing that we can't figure out. Every now and then I do it, but I prepared slides and I took pictures of them today. So let me just see where they are. Okay, here we go. Okay, so well, first of all, I want you guys to look at this from a if there's, what's happening? Okay, let's say you're a teacher, but I like to just do things so you can relate. Let's look from a teacher, from a business model point of view. Now, in your central district, or if you're a district manager, $2,500 is maintenance, right? I hate the word maintenance. I loathe it. I feel that maintenance mentality is a mentality. If you're a parent, okay, have you ever known, sometimes our kids don't get great grades. I was that college student freshman year that one point said it's not anything. Okay. My daughter's a National Honor Society, and she loves to read, and she gets upset if she made a 98. I was, you know, taking my parents' car and driving over the mailbox. So it doesn't define us. However, I have all the A students working for me now. However, we as parents teach our children to excel, right? Teach our children get good grades, get good grades. Would you ever tell your child, go out and get, wait, what did I say this was? Go out and get a 50. You could do it. Get a 50. You can do it. When you're teaching people how to maintain, you're saying, go get a 50. Okay, so I want you to write these numbers down. Look at this as like GPA grades. If you're striving for 50%, that's 2,500 in your central district. So when everybody said, yeah, I maintained, you have in the back of your mind, good, Debbie, Neal just gave me 50. Game on. That's maintenance. That's the bare bones. When I'm coaching somebody and they're not even maintaining, I'm like, this is a waste of your time and my time. I know this sounds sort of like, no, we're not that pathetic that we can't do 2,500 miles. We sell products. I mean, you know, this isn't rocket science, okay? So let's say you do 3,750. That's a 60%. That's growing to DM bonus. So you didn't fail, but still fail in grade, but you're on your way, okay? $5,000, which is your DM bonus, is a 75 on the test. 7,500 is an 85 on the test. I want you guys to think of this. And that one again? 7,500 is an 85%. And $10,000 is a 95%. And when I go over the next set of numbers, you're going to understand the power of these numbers and the power of duplication. And could you imagine what your organization looks like this if you teach this down? And I know 2 of my VPs in this room are teachers, so you can relate to this, right? Okay. So now let's look at numbers, okay? When you earn your district manager bonus, okay? So when you have $5,000 in your central district, you will get paid the following. And you write down all levels because you're all growing. District manager, this is just your central district, earning your DM bonus. That earns you $260 plus a $200 bonus, right? That's $460 for you earning your district manager bonus as a district manager. Everybody get that? 260 plus 260. If you are an area manager earning your district manager bonus, this is not even calculating area bonus and region bonus, and then Arbonne pays you for all the bonuses. That was so time consuming, I felt like a squirrel on the crack. This is the most I could do, okay? But area manager, by earning your district manager bonus, is $455 plus 200 is an extra $655 if you're an area manager earning your district manager bonus. Okay? If you are a regional vice president earning your district manager bonus, and we're still talking about a 60%, right? You're not even at mention 10,000. Double all these numbers, okay? A regional vice president, you're going to earn $553 plus $200 is $753. I'll spare you guys the MVP numbers because I'm doing that for them. Okay. Now this gets really powerful. When you have $5,000 in your first generation's district, you'll get paid the following. Okay, so this is me teaching Angela, who's direct to me, no she's not, but she's in front of me, how to earn her district manager bonus, okay? So for every, if you're a district manager, you're getting an additional $260 for every direct district manager that you teach to get their bonus. That's what I want you guys to understand. Arbonne doesn't have this. You could have one direct district manager. I have 28. You could have as many direct district managers as you want.
And how much per
$260. Now that doesn't calculate how many of my directs are in their area, in their region, okay? And then
add 260 for each DM.
for every direct district manager that earns their bonus,
That's for 200.
260. Okay? If you are, and that's if you're a district, okay? If you are an area manager, so let's say I am an area manager, Angela earns her DM bonus. $455 it goes to. So for every direct district manager that I have that earns their district manager bonus, it's an extra $455. If you are a regional vice president, for every direct district manager, now, when I say direct district manager, Angela is an RVP, but still has a central district, so you understand what I'm saying, right? For every direct that I teach at earn their district manager bonus as a region, you're earning an extra $553. And do you guys understand that I'm only talking about first generation?
What does that mean?
That doesn't mean the money I make off of Angela's districts. I'm just keeping it simple. Off of just Angela, let's say she has 10 districts that are in their DM bonus. Boom, I'm making it on all of them too.
Their second generation or
Right.
whatever.
But I'm just talking first to keep it all things. And the national vice president, which I am, for every direct that I teach how to earn their bonus is $585. I have 28 district managers.
How much was it?
585. So I want you guys, if you look at it, for your central district, if you're a district, you're earning 460, and you see and that's at 5,000. I just said what my central district was. On a bad month, it's 35. And the power of what that number is, people don't realize it's not just about getting your name called. It's about, we actually have a compensation plan that has the ability to earn you an incredible amount of money. You have a business plan in your hand. But you want to know the thing about Arbonne? You're an entrepreneur, you're an independent consultant. Most people don't take the time to really study the business plan. I really study the business plan. Now, I'm not a technical person, and I don't overanalyze. I'm a visionary. And some people like graphs. You show me a graph. Like I learned by doing, this was like, I know this, but to actually formulate the math was pretty powerful. But when you really do this, and then you have a business model now that produces 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever million that may be, can you even imagine what the income potential really is? People don't realize there's a lot of network marketing companies that limit how many directs you can have. A lot of them cap it out at 3, 4, 6. We don't. So
when you're talking about everybody you continue to, does it matter what level we're talking about? So like when you say direct to you, right? You say you have 28. You have 28 DMs?
I have 28 DMs. And then I have about 10 areas. And then I have 5 regional vice presidents. Now, all of those people also have central districts.
Right, that are second.
No, they're
generation.
first. Like Liz is
No, but
direct.
to you then they're second generation, right?
Yeah. Why would they be second?
No, I
have
guess if they're direct. Yeah,
direct. I have
got it.
28 districts.
Yeah.
I have 10 areas direct to me.
Yeah.
I have 5 regions, and I have 4 national vice presidents. Now, all of those also have districts,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They all have districts. Not all of them work their districts, but ideally, they have districts. So no matter what level they're at, realize how important it is. You want to walk out of here, and you want to think $6,000 everywhere. And you don't want it to be a monthly goal, because let me tell you something, to be really honest, if you earn it, it's excellence. But if you earn it early, you're building leadership. If it takes you all month to earn it, that's amazing, but chances are you're coming alone. Because you didn't make room for anybody else to earn it. Right? So if you're a consultant, and I said the way consultants could come is to do $6,000 this month. If you're only doing 6, that means nobody on your team earns $6,000, or your numbers would be 12. You understand what I'm saying? The sooner you earn it, You're making space for other people. And let me tell you something, every time you earn something, you're building someone's belief. You're showing people what's possible. Let me tell you, if you don't think your network is watching your growth, they are. Even if they're a no, a nasty no, they don't call you back, they are watching. People ask me all the time, how do you build your business on Facebook? Get promoted. People want to see, earn this, earn that, going here, going on a trip, getting an extra $200. That's it. Nobody wants to hear woo-woo, we're having fun. Like, what is it? Be specific. And it's really, you want to be pushing yourself, and you want to create that urgency. You really want to create that urgency. You want to internally say, what's the date going to be? Fill your calendar and get it done. And I got to be really honest, that shouldn't come from your upline. It's great to have a good upline, but my upline, if I wait for them to give me a call, I'd be dead on the side of the road. Dead. I went nation. Sheila Green, Katie Dry, they're my upline. I was a national vice president years before that. So what was I waiting for? So you really, really want to do this all by yourself. And here's just a couple of, number one, here's a couple of just success things. Number one, success isn't convenient. It's not convenient. It's just not. You need to make, if you really want this, you need to be disciplined and do things. You know, Liz talked about those tickets, and I remember that. I didn't feel bad. It's business. I don't feel bad. If you really want this, you can't do it when it's convenient for you. You have to make changes in your life. If you want a multi-million-dollar business, you need to treat it like one. Training and rec should never be an option. There's people that I don't coach. They go to training and rec. I won't coach them. I won't want them. I won't. My time is valuable. Just as valuable as theirs. If they're, I always tell people, I will take your business as serious as you take your business. When I'm doing a coaching course, I'm like, tell me what you thought about the Sunday night call, whether I did it or not, and they're like, I didn't listen to it yet. That's showing me how important they're. My entire family, to this day, 9 years, no, there's a 9 o'clock call on Sunday nights. It's a priority. My business is a priority. You want a business that's going to pay the bills, you need to be the person that's going to grow the business to pay the bills. It's not going to fall in your lap. And I'll be honest with you guys, this Sunday wasn't easy for me. Because I spent the entire day on the phone with 2 of my national vice presidents with an area manager who's in a coma, and they pulled the plug at 8:30, and I did the call. And I spent the entire afternoon on the phone crying with them, and got a text that she passed away 20 minutes into my call. But it has to go on, because the hundreds of people on the phone lines, it's not their stuff. And I don't say that to be a martyr. That's what a business is. And my husband's like, I could never get on that phone right now. I was sitting in the backyard having tea crying. But I'm like, I have to go in the bathroom. I gotta take off my Clark Kent glasses. I gotta put on my cape, and I gotta do it. And probably I didn't listen to the call, but you probably wouldn't have known. In fact, Belinda Zeiler posted on my wall today that I said something about Timothy Tail on the donkey. I don't know what the heck she's talking about. I guess I gotta listen to the call. Anyway, take ownership in your business. Take ownership of your business. Take ownership, I hate to use the word, but take ownership of your bullshit. Own it. You know, take ownership of your excuses. Take ownership of all of it. Work in silence. Work in silence, and it will show up for the world to see. And you know, we all have stuff in our life, you guys. To me, this was the answer to my stuff. A lot of us start this business, we have big whys, whether it's our job that we want to walk away from, whether it's financial freedom, whether it's to spend more time with our kids or significant other. We all have a why. And if you don't have a why, you want to figure yours out, and it wants to develop over time. My why has changed over time. My why when I started 9 years ago was 100% financial. If that was my why today, I wouldn't actively be working my business. And making enough whether I work or not. I mean, I love my income, don't misunderstand me, but my why has developed over time. And I realize that that's actually my least favorite part about Arbonne. But that was my need 9 years ago. I needed to bring more income in. But don't make your why your excuse. Because what happens is we get into this business, and when things don't go exactly the way we want them, oh, I can't come, I have to work. Oh, I can't come, I have to be with my kids. Then you just don't want it that badly. One of the things you want to be really clear is that your actions and your words are in alignment with each other. And what happens a lot of times is we get disappointed when we don't meet a specific goal or challenge, when really our actions and our words just weren't congruent with each other. Because when somebody tells me I'm going to do this, but then, oh, I can't make it because, or I'm going to do this, but I wasn't on the call. You know, when Liz talks about plugging in, 9 years in, I haven't missed training and rec. 9 years in, I listen to every training call. 9 years in, I'm going to ask you a hypothetical question. Are you registered for the Impact Tour in Albany? And I'll be honest with you guys, that's on my baby's birthday. I wanted to beat home office when they called me. They always call me and they book it around Ryan Bailey's birthday. And we do it, not because it's me, because it's their largest Impact Tour and they want me speaking at it. And it's an honor and a privilege, and a lot of that room is my line. But we can easily plan it around. And it's August 30th is their birthday. And they called me up and I said, I think I'm gonna have to say no to this tour. I worked really hard to have choices. And I have amazing leaders, and I think it's time to empower some of my other leaders. Well, I left that on Kay's voicemail. And she said, we're empowering your leaders, but we need you there. We want you there. Well, you know, and then I realized, you know what, this isn't about you. It's about the people sitting there. It's about, I have a new national vice president that's going to stand up there and train. And what? She's not going to see her leader watching back. So I'm going. And I don't say that because I'm a martyr. I'm saying because the business is choices. I'm going to celebrate my baby's birthday on Saturday. I'm going to leave for Albany at 10 o'clock at night. I'll get there at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'll get up. I'll do the Impact Tour. And then I'll leave after lunch. And you know what? Whatever it is, you have to make choices to really grow a successful business. But just make sure your action is in alignment with your choices. The white party is going to be amazing. We had an awesome, awesome time. And your goal is to always be that leader that your team is saying, that's my leader. That's my leader. Because when you're getting up in front of that room for recognition, your team is watching. Whether they're earning it or not, you're always the bar of what's possible. So I'm really excited that we started this month. So we are going to continue, obviously, to have our meeting in Clinton. But the reason we moved you guys here is because we realized that that location isn't really conducive for you to bring guests all the time, right? But the goal here, and I'm going to tell you why I'm here. I'm not here because I'm needed. The leadership in this room does not need me. I am here because we're going nation. We are. So, and Liz is an amazing leader, but I also want to be 5 wide more than I want to breathe. So,
That makes me very happy.
we have a very good agreement here. So that's why you always want to have a really powerful goal, because when you're driven, thank goodness she's driven, or this would be really uncomfortable. So this is going to be the meeting the second Tuesday of every single month. And this team, and I'm so great because it works for you guys too. It works for Suzanne, it works for Stephanie. And if you guys are going to continue to come, like I would love for you guys to all be working together and doing, and we kind of kept it that I was going to do a bulk of it today just because it's my first time here and I haven't been around this team. But I haven't been with you guys in a while. I'm really excited. So for you guys who don't know, Suzanne Troutwine and Stephanie Spicer are 2 of my amazing regional vice presidents. They're part of my Central Nation, and they're under Leah McMorrow. So their team, you know, is now doing a different meeting, so I don't get to see them that often. So I'm like really excited this works for you guys, and together we can grow multi-nations here because it's just completely wide open. So my vision for next month for this room is number 1, every single one of you are getting up for White Party.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you don't know the date, it's Tuesday the 18th. And if you're on vacation, I don't care, I'm it anyway. I love to say I'm away, I don't care. You either want to be X on the 18th. It's the 18th. Tuesday the 18th.
Was there original post that it was the 12th?
No.
No, I took a picture.
You did?
Because that's the day of the Spillane party.
Spillane is the 12th.
Is there a Wednesday? Or is there?
Yeah, first is the 12th. So my vision is that you're all up here for the white party, okay? And my other vision is that this room is packed with standing room only. Every single chair is filled. You're each going to commit to you're going to sponsor 2 new consultants, and you're bringing 2 new people, and you and those 2 new people are bringing guests. You plus 2 plus guests. And just to go over the qualifications very quick for the challenge, if you are a consultant, some people are a consultant, they're not yet a district manager. Okay. So you need, so it's, I was gonna say, I thought you were, but I'm so confused. If you were a consultant and you started this month, you need 6,000 and to promote to district this month. If you're in DM qual from another month, you need to complete district, but also have $6,000. Does that make sense? So let's say you just need 3,500 to become a DM, you still need to do $6,000 this month. If you are a district manager, and so who is a district manager but you haven't promoted a district manager yet? That's not you. That's true. Yeah, okay. So that means 6,000 in your success line, in your volume, okay? If you are an executive district manager, so here's an executive, you promoted a district, okay? So your central district, you guys know, is that number without them, okay? So I know if you're under relations on this, that's right on price, okay? And I know my other VPs are as well. But even if they haven't told you, you want to make sure, like it's awesome for Suzanne to tell you, but you want to make sure that you know your goal, whether they tell you or not. Whether they tell you or not. So I don't know, are you coming back up to close it? This is your meeting. Okay, so I thank you guys for having me, and I will be back next month. So this is
I know you guys have to go, but yes. Oh, honey, yes. Honestly, maybe next time, I'll just say very briefly what I do. I just say, hey, it's amazing steak, and I want to try it for 2 days. Make it very simple. I don't make it, I'm not nervous about it. And people do notice the skin. And just today, I sold the whole kit because she told me, she goes, Liz, oh my goodness. If your skin looks amazing, I said, I'm coming to your house, I go immediately. I'm coming today, okay. She sold the whole kit. I did not have it. I'm just saying, you just have to be available. Have those kids in your car. Have them in your car. I have the kids. I have the men's kids. I have everything. And I just say, I was at the bank the other day. I said, oh, I got some skin. You want to try it for a few days. And I'll push you. Sorry, you gotta have hopes. You gotta have some gumption. Don't be like, ugh. I got an amazing product. You need to try them. They're great. I leave it. Some people say, oh, I don't want to try. I said, okay, if they don't want to, but I make you want to. You have to just put it out there. You know, ask for what you want, even in your relationship. You know, when I was first married, I never asked my husband, oh, I couldn't read my mind. There's so many fights over stuff like that. But now I just ask for what I want. I want $1 million, Tim. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to close. You're going to give it to him. Every day I tell myself, I've been saying this for 20 years. Every day when I go to work, my mother was she'd say, Tim, make $1 million. Make $1 million, Tim. I would say, we're going to make 2. Guess what? We're going to make 2. I believe that. I do. I really do. So, listen, this is the call to action at White Party. I'm earning the White Party. Honestly, I want to say I did earn it, but I didn't. But I'm so close. The White Party is mine. You need to be the White Party doesn't matter. See, when you earn the White Party, you already have the DM bonus. $20 extra in the paycheck. So teach people how to do it. That's the call to action for this month. Get on the phone and just call people up. Just start. This is what I did. I called all my preferred customers. Everyone. I said, guess what? We got an amazing opportunity. We got an amazing special. This is what I say. I say with a free purchase with a purchase. I don't tell them right away how much the purchase is. I just say we got a purchase, we got a free product with a purchase. And you know what? And they'll call me back, oh, Liz, that sounds amazing. I say, yes, listen, you can get this, and you get this free. Oh, I know what they buy, whether it be skincare, nutrition, what they like. I know what they like. Oh my goodness, that sounds great. I have sold so much just doing that. Get on the phone and make a phone call. That's how I got to where I am now.
But then it's just like, if you go to your clients, just click on them and email them.
Don't email them, call them.
Well, but there's so many.
No, get on the, I'm telling you, call them up. It's easier, but guess what? They're not gonna respond. Oh, call them up. This is what I do. Listen, I'm almost at 6,000 in my central. I make phone calls. I call them up. Guess what? I text. If they don't answer that phone, I'm right there texting. I just want to let you know it's hard. And then I keep calling. Did you get my message? Do you need protein? Do you need this? What do you need? You have to ask for what you want. So that's a great way to get that central district up. Call all your preferred customers. So I challenge you tomorrow, just make phone calls. Thank you. This is it. So Suzanne and you two, I want you
The people that you sponsor. No, I know. It can be busy.
Oh, sure.